Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we're going to understand how to send automated WhatsApp reminders from Google Calendars using AiSensy. So do you also wish to send automated WhatsApp reminders to all your potential clients? Then this video is definitely for you. So with it, I want to do the same. So I manage a real estate business, and to attract more potential clients, what we do is we offer them free consultation. So now what I want is that as soon as we schedule a free consultation with any of the potential client, an automated WhatsApp reminder should be sent to that potential client one day before the event. So to do this, we're going to create a connection between Google Calendar, Google Contacts and AiSensy. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So I'm going to do all of this so that I can convert my potential clients into paying clients. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we're going to understand how to send automated WhatsApp reminder from Google Calendar using AiSensy. So as you know that I manage a real estate agency, and to attract potential clients, we offer free consultations. However, keeping a track of scheduled consultations with leads was becoming challenging. So to streamline this process, I want to set up an automation where what will happen is that whenever a free consultation is scheduled with a lead, the system automatically sends a reminder via WhatsApp a day in advance, ensuring that they remember the appointment so that we can reduce the new issues, right? But as you know that Google Calendar doesn't have any native connection in order to send WhatsApp messages or reminders. So in order to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to use Pabbly Connect. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a connection between Google Calendar and WhatsApp in such a way that as soon as we schedule a new appointment with a lead, an automated reminder would be sent to that lead one day in advance, something like this. So in order to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. So I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we're going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And as soon as we're going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we're going to click on this button which says create workflow. And as soon as we're going to click on this button, it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here on my dashboard, you can see multiple folders which I've previously created to save my workflows in, and I'm going to save my workflow in one of these, which is automations. If you want to learn how to create a new folder or a subfolder, you can click on this hyperlink given right over here which says learn more. And now for the workflow name, I want it to be send automated WhatsApp reminders from Google Calendar using AiSensy. Google Calendar to AiSensy. And then we're going to click on create, and as soon as we're going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And by this you can finally understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Google Calendar because I want that as soon as a new calendar event is scheduled, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to look for Google Calendar, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So over here what I want is that as soon as a new event is created, my workflow should be started. And then we're going to click on connect, and as soon as we're going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Calendar account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we have to click on this button which says sign in with Google. So we have to click on this button, and as soon as we're going to click on sign in with Google, it is going to ask me to select my Gmail account. And after selecting my Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow Pabbly, save, and as soon as we're going to click on allow, yes, you can see authorization successful. We have successfully connected our Google Calendar account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the calendar. So here I'm going to select my calendar as Lakeview Properties, because I want to create this automation for the same only. So as you can see that in my Google Calendar, I've already created a calendar named Lakeview Properties for this automation. So we're going to select the same right over here too. And after selecting it, we're going to click on save and send test request. But before clicking on save and send test request, I'll just let you know that Google Calendar is a pooling based application. So pooling based application means that these applications will not check for new data instantly, but instead they are going to take some amount of time to check for new data. And over here in the case of Google Calendar, it is saying this trigger will check for new data in 10 minutes. So what will happen is that as soon as I'm going to click on save and send test request, Pabbly will capture the last response or the latest response submitted in my Google Calendar. So what we have to do is we are going to open our Google Calendar and we're going to create an event first, and then we are going to click on save and send test request so that Pabbly can capture the response of the same event. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this create button and then event. And after doing this, it is asking me for the title. So we're going to keep the title as free consultations for demo users. So I'm going to enter it. And after entering this, we are going to select the date and time. So for the date, we are going to select it as 5th of November. And then for the time, we are going to keep it as 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And now we're going to move on forward. We are going to add the guest right over here. So I'm going to add demo@pabblytunes.com right over here. And after adding the guest, we're going to click on save. And as I was going to click on save, it is saying, would you like to send invitations email to Google Calendar guest? So yes, we want to send it. So I'm going to click on send right over here. And then we're going to click on invite all guests. And as I was going to do so, yes, you can see that we have successfully created a new event for 5th of November. I'm going to show you the event details. You can see free consultation for demo user. You can see the date, the time, and also you can see demo user, which we added right over here as our guest. And after doing this, what we're going to do is I'm going back to my workflow, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request so that we can capture the response of the same event which we created right now. And yes, you can see that we have successfully captured the response of the same event which we created right now. I'm going to show you all the details. You can see the summary, which was the title. Definitely we are going to move on forward. Over here you can see the start date and time. Over here you can notice that this is in UTC time zone. Okay, so I'm going to move on forward. Over here you can see all the details of the event. You can see the guest email too. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step and we have successfully captured the new event details right over here. But again, I'll just let you know that Google Calendar is a pooling based application and it is saying this trigger will check for new data in 10 minutes. So if you wish to reduce or increase this time, you can go on the 3 dots and then set trigger time. And from here, you can reduce or increase this time. I'm going to keep it as 10 minutes only. And now with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new event is created in my Google Calendar, automatically Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. And now we're going to move on forward. And what we're going to do is, first I'm going to open my action step. And now for the action application, I'm going to select it as Google Contacts. So you must be wondering why I'm selecting Google Contacts right over here, because over here I'm going to open my Google Contacts, and as you can see that these are the contacts which I have added already. So these are the lead details which I've added already. Okay, so there's a workflow running in backend which helps me to add these lead details in my Google Contacts as soon as they fill in the form for the free consultation. So as you can see, demo user, dummy user, and test user, these are the 3 leads for which we are going to offer free consultation, and my team is going to schedule the event one by one. So now we have scheduled the event for demo user, right? So to get the details of demo user, like the number, because as you know, in order to send an automated WhatsApp message, we need the number of our lead, right? So that's why we're going to select Google Contacts right over here so that we can get the details of the contact, like their name, phone number, so that we can send automated WhatsApp messages to them. So now for the action event, we're going to select it as search contact, and then we're going to click on connect. And as soon as we're going to click on connect, again it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Google Contacts account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me again, click on add a new connection and then sign in with Google. And now after clicking on sign in with Google, you can see once again after selecting my Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So again, I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because as you know that our data is secure with Pabbly, and as soon as we're going to click on allow, authorization successful. So with this, we have successfully connected our Google Contacts account with our Pabbly's workflow, and now it is asking me for the search value. So it is saying enter the name, email address or phone number to find the contacts here. here. So we are going to enter the email of our contact because we have that email. So we're not going to enter the email manually, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Calendar as a trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the search value, right? So let's suppose that I want to search it by email. So let's suppose I'm going to enter the email right over here like this manually, which is demo@pabblytunes.com. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if you're going to look for the same in the previous response, suppose demo@pabblytunes.com, you can see the email. So let's suppose I'm going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And after entering the search value, we're going to click on save and send as request. And as soon as we're going to click on save and send as request, yes, you can see that we have received all the details of our lead right over here. You can see the name. Okay, we are going to look, you can see the email, we're going to move on forward, and you can see the mobile number, which was the main thing which we needed. So now after receiving all the lead details from our Google contacts, we're going to move on forward and send them an automated WhatsApp message. But what I want is I want to send them a WhatsApp message one day before the event, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a delay condition right over here. So delay is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to add delay in your workflow, obviously. And now for the action event, we're going to select it as add time delay and click on connect. And as soon as we're going to do so, it is saying how much delay you want to put in the workflow. So I want to keep it as delay until, and now it is asking me for the delay date. So I want to delay this workflow until one day before the event. Okay, so we have to enter the date, which is the one day before the event date right over here in the delay date. And over here you can see that it is saying date should be in YYY MMDDHH MMSS format. So this is year, month, date, hours, minutes and seconds format. Okay, something like this. So we have to get this in UTC time zone also, and also in this format. So to get that date in this format, what we're going to do is we're going to add another action step between Google contacts and delay. And now for the action application, we're going to select it as date time formatter. So again, it is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to format the date and time. And now for the action event, we're going to select it as add or subtract time and click on connect. And what we're going to do is first we're going to map the start date and time right over here under the enter date. Okay, so I'm going to map the start date and time, and as you can see these seams, we're going to map it. And after mapping it, it is saying expression. So it is saying enter the amount of time you would like to add or subtract from the date. Example, plus 8 hours, 1 minute, 1 month, 2 days, or something like this. So what I want is I want to send an automated reminder one day before the event. Okay, so it is one day before this date. So I'm going to subtract one day from this date. So I'm going to copy this minus one day right from here, and then we're going to paste it right over here in the expression. So what I've done is I have just subtracted one day from this start date and time. And after doing this, it is saying to format. So as in the delay, we read that the to format is year, month, and date. So we're going to keep it as same only, but we're not going to select the time right over here. I'll let you know further why I'm not selecting the time. So first we are going to select the date format, and now for the from format, I'm going to select my from format, which is this. And after selecting this, we're going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we're going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see that it is subtracted one day from our actual date and given us the same. So over here you can see the result is 4th of November. And over here in my Google Calendar, you can see that we have created this event for 5th of November. So yes, it has given me 4th of November as date, and we have successfully received this date, which we're going to map it right over here in our delay. So for the delay date, we are going to map the date which we received from date time formatted. Over here you can see the results. We're going to map it. But over here you can see that it is also asking me for the time, right? So I'm not got the time from datetime formatter because I want this time to remain static, not dynamic as date, because date will change for everyone, right? But I don't wish to change the time. I want to send the message everyone at a single time. Like let's suppose that someone booked their appointment for 5th of November. So they should receive the message on 4th, but they should receive the message on 4th at 5 in evening. So I'm going to keep the time very specific right over here. That's why we're not going to map the time. We're going to keep it as static. So let's suppose that tomorrow someone books an appointment appointment for 7th or 8th of November. So they will also receive an automated WhatsApp message at 5 in the evening only. So to add 5 in the evening right over here, we're going to enter the time in UTC time zone, which is 11:30. So I'm going to enter 11:30 right over here manually. And now after entering it, we're going to move on forward and click on save and send as request. And as I was going to do so, yes, you can see it is saying delete until this date and this time. So what I want is, I'll just let you know again, I've entered the time as a static because I want to send an automated reminder at a specific time only to every lead. That's why I've done this. And after doing this, we're going to move on towards our main action step, which is sending automated WhatsApp reminder. So now for the action application, I'm going to select it as AiSensy. So over here, I'm going to use AiSensy to send automated WhatsApp messages. So I'm going to search for it and select it. And now for the action event, we're going to select it as send template message and click on connect. And as I was going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your AiSensy account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. And now it is asking me for the API key. So to get this API key, it is saying to obtain the API key, log into your AiSensy account. Okay, navigate to the manage section, then go to the API key and click on generate API key button. So we're going to follow the same. I'm going to open my AiSensy account from the left side of the bar. We have to go on manage. And as you can see, API key. So I have to go on this API key. And as soon as I'm going to come over here, you can see that this is my API key. So I'm going to copy this API key right from here. If you wish, you can definitely regenerate the API key too. But I'm going to use this same only. So I'm going to copy it and paste it right over here. And after doing this, we're going to click on save. And as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our AiSensy account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the campaign name. So you must be wondering, what is this campaign name, right? So to let you know this, again, we're going to open the AiSensy account. And as you can see that this is my AiSensy account, and you can also see some campaigns which I have already created. So what I've done is, we are going to go and manage from the left side of the bar again and then template. So as you can see, I've created multiple templates right over here in order to send WhatsApp messages. So as you can see that I've created a particular template for this automation, which is WhatsApp reminder message, which is this. So I want to send this message to my lead. Okay, so as you can see that I've already created this template, so I'm going to use this only. If you wish to create a new template, you can click on this new button and create your own, but I'm going to use this same only. And now what I've done is, using this same template, I've created a campaign right over here. I'm going to open this campaigns, and as you can see that I've already created a campaign using this same template. So if you want to create a new template, you can click on this launch button. You have to select the campaign as API campaign. You're going to give the campaign name right over here and then select the same template which you want to attach to that campaign. I've already did this, and as you can see that this is my campaign, and over here is my campaign name, which is WhatsApp reminders. So I'm going to copy this campaign name right from here, and then we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow under the campaign name section, which is WhatsApp reminders. And after pasting this, it is asking me for the mobile number. So yes, we're going to map the mobile number of our lead right over here. So I'm going to look for phone. As you can see, the mobile number of our lead received from the previous response, which is Google Contacts. So we're going to map it. We're going to move on forward. It is asking me for the username. So it is saying enter the name of the user to whom the campaign has to be sent. So if we're going to enter the name of our lead, I'm going to look for the name in the previous response, and as you can see, the name of our lead, which is demo users, we're going to map it from the response of our Google Contacts. We're going to move on forward. It is asking me for the source and tags. So if you want to add, you can definitely add both of these, but these is not the required field. I'm going to leave it as blank, and it is saying template parameter. So to let you know what does this template parameter means, I'm going to open my AiSensy account again, and as you can see that this is my AiSensy account, and over here you can see the template, right? So over here you can notice that there's one in curly brackets. So you must be wondering why this one is in curly bracket right over here, because this one is a variable right over here in my template. So what will happen is that this one would be replaced with the name of my lead every time we send an automated WhatsApp message, so that each of my lead receive a more personalized WhatsApp message. So as you can see that the test WhatsApp message which we sent, over here the one is replaced with the name of my lead, which is demo user. So yes, what we are going to do is we are going to map the value of this one right over here under the template parameter. So I want to replace it with the name. So I'm going to look for name in the previous response, and as you can see again the name, demo users, we're going to map it. And after mapping this, we're going to move on forward. But before moving forward, I'll just let you know that I only had a single parameter right over here in my template. If you have multiple parameters, you have to enter the value in comma separated. As you can see in the help text also, it has stated the parameter value should be comma separated. And now after entering this, we're going to move on forward. It is asking me for many other details. So if you wish, you can definitely add out these details, but I don't wish to do so. So directly I'm going to click on save and send test request. But before clicking on the save and send test request button, I'll just let you know that I'll just replace this dummy phone number with the original phone number so that I can show you the message and the response received. So I'm going to replace this number, and after replacing this number, we're going to move on forward and click on save and send test request. And as soon as we're going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see success true, submitted message ID. So yes, with this we have received a positive response that we have successfully sent an automated WhatsApp message. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my WhatsApp and check for the message received. So I'm going to open my WhatsApp, and yes, you can see that we have successfully received a new WhatsApp message which says, hello demo user, just a quick reminder about your free consultation with us tomorrow regarding your real estate needs. We are excited to discuss your goals and provide you tailored solutions to help you navigate the market. If you have any specific questions, feel free to share them. If you have any need to reschedule, just let me know. Looking forward to our chat and helping you to take the next step forward towards your real estate dreams. Best regards, Prime Properties. So yes, you can see that this is the message which we have entered, and with this we have successfully completed our workflow. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new event is scheduled, one day before the event, automatically my lead is going to receive an automated WhatsApp reminder with the help of this workflow. So I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected Google Calendar. For the trigger event, we selected new event. For the action application, we selected Google Contacts, date time formatter, delay by Pabbly, and also WhatsApp by AiSensy, because I wanted that as soon as a new event is created in my Google Calendar, automatically with the help of Google Contacts, we should get the details of the lead, and then further we can send in an automated WhatsApp reminder. And yes, we were successful with our workflow too. Over here you can see the WhatsApp message we send during this video with the help of our workflow. So yes, this automation saves us time on manual follow-ups, reduce the missed consultations, which is no-shows, and helps maintain a clear communication with the potential clients, leading to better engagement and improved chances of closing the deals, right? So yes, this was it for the video, and now as soon as a new event is created, we don't have to come back into our workflow and click on save and send test request. Automatically this workflow will run in backend and send automated WhatsApp reminders one day before the event. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.